So I am offering you the warmest of welcomes on this cold Erev Shabbat. A warm welcome to you who are in this Zoom room right here with us, and to you who are watching on Facebook and YouTube and on the Temple website. Welcome to you, with a special welcome to our Learning Core families and students who we know are joining with us tonight as well. So this Shabbat somehow feels like an auspicious Shabbat because there's so many things to weave together tonight. We are nearing the holiday of Tu B'Shvat, so I've worn my bright green shirt in honor of Tu B'Shvat coming on Sunday night, along with the full moon, the nearly full moon on Sunday night, and it will last till Monday night. And in this week's Torah portion, we find an action-packed passage in Bishalach. The Israelites are finally leaving Egypt after over more than 400 years of slavery. And as they cross the sea, Moses and Miriam sing that beautiful song of the sea. And they celebrate on the other shore amidst the uncertainty that awaits them. And of course, this weekend also honors the great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And so in tonight's service, we'll hold all of this, Tu B'Shvat, and this, where we are in the Torah passages, and Martin Luther King, along with this resurgence of the Omicron virus that has once again caused us disruption and illness, so that we know we ourselves to be in this tight place that our ancestors tried so hard to leave so many times. And so, especially tonight, a warm welcome, and I'm so glad we are together. I'm so glad we are in this together. And as many of you know, Tu B'Shvat is an awesome holiday. I'm wearing my guitar earrings because they're my favorite things that are made from trees. And it began in Talmudic times as a way to establish the age of trees so that their fruits could be tithed. It was sort of a birthday for the trees, which our Learning Core students know, but it was for tax purposes. And then the Kabbalists, the mystics of the 16th century, got a hold of this holiday, and they turned it into a spiritual experience with a Seder and with a deep appreciation for the beauty and the wonder of trees and their fruits. It has become a time to notice what is hidden in our world, to pay attention to what is unseen, because even though we are in the midst of these freezing cold temperatures coming to us tonight and tomorrow, we know that deep down under this cold earth, the roots of the trees are soaking up water that will feed the sap that will support the emergence of the lush greenery that will be treated to in but a few months. Tu B'Shvat feels so important this year because it reminds us that spring will come even when we can't quite see it. And as that sap begins to rise in the trees, so too we have an opportunity for our spiritual sap to rise, to let that energy work on us, to let it nurture our hopes and our dreams that might feel a little hidden right now, but to let that sap, that energy, fuel our good works in the world, whether that be kindness toward others and working for the climate, for this climate crisis that we are in, or for the freedom of all people, to let our good works show in this world so that we can be like the trees, drawing up the sustenance that we need, drawing up hope, drawing up energy as we celebrate the beauty of this precious earth. And please let us sing tonight for this earth, join me. If you know the hand motions to this song, please do them clearly in your Zoomical so that other people can learn from you. And learning course students, I'm talking to you. Love the earth. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Love the earth. Love the sky. Heat of fire. Drop of water. I can feel it in my body, in my spirit, in my soul. Love the earth. Love the sky. Heat of fire. Drop of water. I can feel it in my body, in my spirit, in my soul. Hey, 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 oh. Hey, 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 oh. Hey, 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 oh. Adama ושמיים, חום האש, צליל המים, אני מרגיש זאת בגופי, ברוחי ונשמתי. All right, let's do it one more time. Love the earth, love the sky, heat of fire, drop of water. I can feel it in my body, in my spirit, in my soul. Nicely done out there. And Dan and I, who are both in this period of Shloshim, which is really tough on the spirit, I know that this night is something we have both been looking forward to because we are partners in creating this service along with Rabbi Carrie, who sends her love tonight so that nature appears on our slides. Dan is a master of this, and tonight especially with our theme of Tu B'Shvat. Look at those slides and let them really nourish your neshama, your soul tonight. And we look at the words of Rabbi Yael Levi, who wrote about this week's Torah portion. She says, leaving Egypt, crossing the sea, our ancestors stood in awe and celebrated with gratitude and deep faith. A moment later, they were seized by fear. Understandable, right? Overwhelmed with doubt, and they cried, longing for what had been. The infinite presence responded by giving them Shabbat. 6 days you shall work, and on the 7th day you shall stop. You shall rest. You shall just be. Stopping will help you discover what gives you faith, what gives you courage. Pausing will help you discern which way to go. Our ancestors sang of faith and courage, of victorious arrival, and they stumbled in bitterness, doubt, and fear. Their journeys bring us to the sea again and again, instructing us to pause, to stop, and then with fierce willingness to step together toward the shores of the unknown. May this Shabbat of ours, this gathering, this holy gathering tonight, be for healing. May it be for blessing. May it be for love. And I invite you, if you have your Shabbat candles, to get them out now. And if you have a Kiddush cup maybe, or a little piece of challah or bread, you can get that out as well. Sandy Jo will light on behalf of all of us. And just taking those wise words in, stopping and being and resting, replenishing. Could not be happier to bring in this Shabbat with all of you. Baruch atah Adonai. I think you lost one candle. Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlek ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And just because we are celebrating the fruits of the trees, especially as we near Tu B'Shvat, a short kiddush tonight. And if you have grape juice or anything that comes from a tree or a vine, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. And a little piece of challah here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. With thanks for all that grows from the earth and from the trees and from the vines. Amen. Come, friends, let us welcome this Shabbat, this time for wholeness and healing, and we attend to our well-being. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach. Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabla Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach. Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach. Thank God for Shabbat is what I would like to say right now. Woo! Feeling that breath coming to me right now. And I hope you are all feeling a greater sense of spaciousness in your bodies, in your minds, as we continue with this service. The words of Hermann Hesse: whoever has learned how to listen to trees no longer wants to be a tree. He wants to be nothing except what he is. That is home. That is happiness. Let's call each other home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I am home. And a poem about Tu B'Shvat by Rabbi Michael Adam Latz. We who have become cynical, hard-shelled, whom life has raised with its tough fist of despair and disappointment and heartache and grief, we who have learned to protect our souls and toughen our hearts, to compose ourselves in the face of relentless expectation, we who move through the world with cautious numbness, determined to succeed and keep moving. It is precisely for each of us this holy day of Tu B'Shvat. This is our day of creative awe, when out of the frozen, snow-hardened planet emerge tender, succulent green shoots of hope and buds and swollen bulbs of promise, that despite our best efforts to craft protective armor, we are awed by new life, by the plant's new roots and tendrils, awed that they and we might open ourselves to the coming spring and grow. Ve'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch ata Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Picture this. The Israelites head out of Egypt. An army is at their backs. The sea is before them. Someone has to do something. Someone has to make a move. Suddenly, a figure moves forward from out of the crowd. It's Nachshon, usually so mild-mannered. He steps into the water. He walks, one foot in front of the other, up to his ankles and then to his knees. Despite the cries and the warnings that he will surely drown, he keeps walking until the water reaches his chin. And another step. It's over his head now. Another step. They no longer can see him. And suddenly, the water parts. The children of Israel rush forward. The promise of freedom right before their eyes. It's a miracle. Legend teaches that it was Nachshon's faith. It was his courage that parted those waters. And Moses and Miriam sang, Mi chamocha, who is like you? Who is like you, God? Standing at the sea, Mi chamocha, standing at the sea. Mi chamocha, standing at the sea. Mi chamocha, freedom's on our way. Singing and dancing, Mi chamocha, singing and dancing. Mi chamocha, singing and dancing. Mi chamocha, freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. They're coming up behind, Mi chamocha, they're coming up behind, Mi chamocha, they're coming up behind, Mi chamocha, freedom's on our way. Bound no more, Mi chamocha, bound no more, Mi chamocha, bound no more, Mi chamocha, freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. They're coming up behind, Mi chamocha, they're coming up behind, the sea she parts, Mi chamocha, freedom's on our way. My bad, sorry. Oh, walking through the water, Mi chamocha, walking through the water, Mi chamocha, they're walking through the water, Mi chamocha, freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. We're on the other side, Mi chamocha, we're on the other side, Mi chamocha, we're on the other side, Mi chamocha, and how sweet that will be when we are one God, Mi chamocha, one God, Mi chamocha, one God, Mi chamocha, freedom's on our way. All right, I'm listening for you. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Feels good to think about that, to dream about that. Maddie, I see you dancing and it's giving me so much energy. Oh, it's wonderful. And a poem by Rabbi Rachel Barenblatt, who will be joining us on Sunday, January 30th with Rabbi Pam Wax to do a special poetry reading called Using Poetry to Navigate Grief. So we'll welcome her in just a few weeks. And she writes about Tu B'Shvat. We used to seek out tree fruits from afar, pomegranate arrows plentiful as mitzvot, carob a reminder to plant for generations, figs evoking Torah, juicy and sweet. In northern climes where snow falls now, we savored citrus, mango, coconut, the tastes of far-off tropics on our lips. This year, cargo ships clog coastlines, unable to unload. Medical testing vials can't get to hospitals. Furnace parts don't arrive. There aren't enough containers or cranes or truckers to drive. Bananas rot offshore. Meanwhile, wildfires impact almonds drying. Peach trees suffocate in waterlogged soil. We need to learn to work with what we have. Make meaning with what's native where we're planted. Hold a twig, a pine cone, and feel the flow that sustained that tree. Tu B'Shvat is a journey from roots to crown, separate to connected. We don't need produce from around the globe to take that trip and feel ourselves transformed. This year, let's try tree pose, even seated in our chairs. Let's breathe together, remembering that trees breathe out what we breathe in. Unlock the abundance stored in a simple wooden bowl or spoon. Feel holiness bestowed by years of use. In being where we are, we find our roots. And I invite you now, as we turn to the Amidah, to stand if you would like, to be in tree pose if you would like, to take this time for reflection, for connection, knowing that we're in community even as we pray in our separate places. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chazdei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Ata gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol ata rav lehoshia. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishene afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umidom elach, Melech mimit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman ata l'hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. How perfect that we ended with that tree made by Judy Lebo from our Omer counting last spring. Another song that has hand motions and dancing, and to feel that rootedness, to feel that growth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. And now my trunk stands strong, strong in the wind. My trunk stands strong, strong in the wind. My trunk stands strong, strong in the wind. My trunk stands strong. My trunk stands strong, strong in the wind. My trunk stands strong, strong in the wind. My trunk stands strong, strong in the wind. My trunk stands strong. All right, let me see those branches. My branches reach, reach for the sky. My branches reach, reach for the sky. My branches reach, reach for the sky. My branches reach. My branches reach, reach for the sky. My branches reach, reach for the sky. My branches reach, reach for the sky. My branches reach. My leaves they turn, turn to the light. My leaves they turn, turn to the light. My leaves they turn, turn to the light. My leaves they turn. My leaves they turn, turn to My fruits I give from my heart. My fruits I give from my heart. My fruits I give from my heart. My fruits I give. My fruits I give from my heart. My fruits I give from my heart. My fruits I give from my heart. My fruits I give. My seeds they bring forth new life. My seeds they bring forth new life. My seeds they bring forth new life. My seeds they bring. My seeds they bring forth new life. My seeds they bring forth new life. My seeds they bring forth new life. My roots go down. All right, let's do them all together. My roots go down, down to the earth. My trunk stands strong, strong in the wind. My branches reach for the sky. My branches reach. My leaves they turn to the light. My fruits I give from my heart. My seeds they bring forth new life. My roots go down. Nice job, everyone. That was awesome. And so now as a community, feeling rooted, feeling some of that sap rising in that energy, we turn our energy to people who are in need of healing in our community and beyond. And I invite you to put in the chat, whether you're on Facebook or here in the Zoom room, those you are concerned about, who you would like to offer healing in body or mind or spirit. And as a community, we pray for the healing of Ed Snow, for Matt Figelman, for Benny Norton, for Roberta Fines and Marion Wolf, for Julie Laukinen, Lauren Eppinger, for Molly Capistani, Cedric Capistani, and Miriam Capistani, for Jane Arnold, Marla Weiner, Neil Albert, Mike Weinhold, Debbie Sachs-Buteau, Marianne Demers, for Gina Wong, Jessica Klein, Kathy Grossman, for Fred Moses, Adam Gelb, for Joyce. Continued prayers for Roberta Lasky, Roger Landay, Tori Macia, Stanley Roth, Patty Richard, and Diana Sanders. We offer continued prayers for healing for Andy Cassell, Harry Menko, Jessica Guertin, for Denise Pappas, for Joyce and David Adamson, Tom Alexander, for Joyce Catania, for Susan Zimmerman-Inney, Arlene Norris, and Jeff Wisnia, for Neil Daniels Midman, Susan Trendall, Melissa Martin and her daughter, for Pat Lazar, Harriet Levy, Ann Pillow, Judy Donaldson, for Alan and Joanne Travis, Fiona Sutton, for Norman and Fran Waxler, for Sue Boardman, Angela Panzone, Nancy Alpert, for Debbie Gilman, Patty Shepard, Jennifer Chase, Ellen Lee, Vicki Oman, Barbara Coulinane, Elizabeth Wall, Anya Cobble, for Annie Graham and her daughter Sandy, for Rich and Joan Richmond, for Ken Blumberg, Ayelet Bat Chava Vaher Shmuel, for Nancy Lazaro Lieber, and for Kathy Nath. For all of those names who have been put into our chat, for all the names, for all the beloved people you are holding in your hearts. Let us join our voices, our hearts together in prayer for healing for each one of us. Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength and let us say, bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, may it be so. The last blessing of the Amidah is always for peace. Returning hate for hate multiplies hate, adding deeper darkness to a night already devoid of stars. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Oh, oh, night cannot drive out the night. Only light, only light. Night cannot drive out the night. Only light, only light. Oh, 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 war cannot end all these wars. Only peace, only peace. War cannot end all these wars. Only peace, only peace. Oh, 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 hate cannot end all this hate. Only love, only love. Hate cannot end all this hate. Only love, only love. Oh, 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 Oseh shalom bimromah, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru ve'imru amen amen ve'imru ve'imru amen amen. We turn now to the words of Mourner's Kaddish, remembering tonight Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I invite you to put into the chat those you are remembering tonight. And as a community, we turn toward Linda Adler, whose mother, Ruth Sipperstein, died just a couple of days ago, 2 days ago. And Linda, we are thinking of you in this time, and so glad you're here with us tonight. And in this time of Shloshim, these 30 days following the death, we think of Stuart Fay, Dr. Stuart Fay, Rachel Cortez's father. Rachel, we're so glad you're here tonight. We're remembering my father, Al Levin, remembering Joseph Davis's father, Joseph S. Davis. And Dan, we're remembering your father, Claude Lieber. The yortzites for tonight include Marlene Maletz, Lori Figelman, Susie's sister, remembering Stephen Robert Cohen, known as Bob Cohen, uncle of Beth Cohen. This is his second yortzeit. Remembering Deb Schwartz's father, Norman Schwartz. And remembering very movingly Barry Kahn's father, Herman Kahn, and also Sandy Baer's father, Louis Baer. They both have yortzeits around Tu B'Shvat. And remembering tonight Rob Ain's beloved brother, Michael Ain. In the year, we often remember people and keep them on the list, on this list for the entire year. Tonight is the last night that we'll be saying Jack Langerman's name, the beloved nephew of Tony Langerman. And it is his first yortzeit tonight. We remember Gladys Schuker, Roberta Lipperman, and remembering our Michael Slonim. For all of these names, for all of these loved ones, let us stand in body or in spirit as we join together in the words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divara chirutei, ve'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvechaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mevarach, le'alam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal, shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing, and may we all continue to be connected, woven together in this community of memory that we have created for all of these years. So it has been so lovely to look out in this Zoom room and to know that there are others watching too, to see the students in our learning corps, to see Bailey Starr out there, to know that we have roots, we have trunks, we have branches and leaves, and we are growing together even in this time. There is no learning corps this Sunday morning, but we will continue with our 6th and 7th graders online on Wednesday, and we'll be back in business online next Sunday morning. So in this time of and our story in the book of Exodus of leaving narrow places, which is so resonant for us right now, and of Tu B'Shvat coming and the full moon coming and Martin Luther King weekend and the continued struggles we face on so many fronts. May we find the energy and the hope to work for a better future, to continue to be rooted and growing and turning toward the light. May we bloom where we are planted this Tu B'Shvat on this Shabbat. And we'll end tonight's service singing This Pretty Planet, spinning through space. And this is a round, so feel free to pick it up wherever you'd like. Make music with us. This pretty planet, spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around all through the night, safe till the morning light. This pretty planet, spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around all through the night, safe till the morning light. This pretty planet, spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around all through the night, safe till the morning light. This pretty planet, spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around all through the night, safe till the morning light, all through the night, safe till the morning light. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And